So it's life of a student.
Yeah, and he's got a downstairs room, the old terrace houses.
Good, so greetings everyone, welcome to those at home watching to this Hatha flow class. So today we'll do a little bit of work on the hamstrings more than normal, so if you've got a strap or a belt or something that you can use, that would be great. Good, so we'll start in our cross-leg position, seated posture. You can just work with normal cross-leg position, call it Sukhasana, easy posture. Just resting the wrists on the knees, and you can come into a mudra if you prefer. So mudra means seal, and it works with the energy lines in the body. Or you may just wish to relax the fingers. With the palms down, it's a more calming position, kind of making those okay signs with the fingers. Palms up is a more energizing position. You may also wish to bring the hands to the lap as another option. Most importantly, we find the length in the spine, lifting up out of the hips. Feel the abs and lower back muscles working, the shoulders drop, the heart opens. And close the eyes. And start to take some nice full, slow, deep breaths. On the inhale, breathing in calm and peace and positivity. And on the exhale, just feel yourself releasing any tension, any stress, any anxiety that you might be carrying with you. Feel the shoulders drop, feel the muscles in the face relax. Inhaling, breathing that healing energy through the body. And exhaling and letting go of anything that's been burdening you, bothering you. And start to bring our awareness through the body, starting to check in with how we're feeling this morning. So how are you feeling? And check in with the physical body. Noticing any sensations in the body, noticing how you're feeling embodied. Observing the contact with the ground, feeling grounded and rooted. Bring your awareness through the lower part of the body, to the feet, all the way up into the knees. Moving up the legs into the hips, sit bones. And observing the contact with the ground. Start to bring the awareness up the spine, up the back, into the upper back, so relaxing the shoulders. Bringing your awareness to the front of the body, the digestive organs. Moving up into the chest, into the heart. And just scanning for any sensation, any emotion. And bring the awareness down the arms into the hands. Noticing any tingling in the palms. Relaxing the muscles in the face, relaxing the jaw. Just relaxing the whole body. And scanning through the whole body. and listening to the whole body. Noticing how you're feeling energetically, your mood, any emotions. And being aware of the mind. Is the mind quite active? Is it distracted? Is it anxious? Is it in the past or in the future? Or are you present? Is the mind quiet and centered? Building an overall picture of how you're feeling. Can you connect to that part of you that is witnessing all these different things? We are not the mind, we are not the emotions, we are not the body. They are part of us, but our true essence is that aspect which quietly observes, never changes, always peaceful. And sometimes life is too tumultuous and it's very difficult to connect to that part of us, and so we can take a step backwards, we can work with our breath. So let's work with our relaxation breath. And if you're new to this, you can place the hand on the belly. And as we inhale deeply, the belly expands like a balloon, pushing the abdomen outwards. We hold the breath for a second, and we exhale as we draw the abdomen into the spine, and holding the breath out for a second. Inhaling deeply as the belly expands, and hold the breath, and the longer we hold the breath, the quieter the mind is. And we exhale as we draw the abdomen in. So you could use that trick again if the mind is very active. Just hold the breath in and out for a little bit longer. Inhaling deeply, belly expand. And then holding the breath, just linger there with the breath held in. Notice how you feel. And then exhale. And holding the breath out. Again, just linger there with the breath held out. Notice the difference between holding the breath in and holding the breath out. Good. So let's just continue this full deep abdominal breathing. And Muji is about to start speaking on this music track. As we bring the hands to the heart, thumbs to the chest, taking some deep breaths into the heart. Making the heart connection. And just noticing how you're feeling in the heart. So let's begin now as we inhale, sweeping the arms up, abs engaged, spine lengthens, keep the shoulders relaxed. Good, keep the length in the spine as we bring opposite hand to knee, the other hand just to the side, back of the hip, drop the shoulders, lift the crown, and then really work into your spinal twist, into the lower back. Good, as we come back to center, inhaling, reaching the arms high, that creates the length, good, and then we'll go the other way. Just feel the shoulders drop, but the crown lifting up. Good. As you come back to center, let's walk, slide the hands forward into this cross-legged forward bend. See how far forward you can bring your hands. How close to the ground the forehead wants to move. Just go as far as you feel comfortable with. Good. Maybe you can walk the fingers a little bit further forwards. Good, let's sweep the right hand to the right, left hand on top of the right hand, fall to the hands, keeping the left sit bone down. So you should start to feel this around the left shoulder blade. Bit of a side stretch. And the wider the arms are, the stronger this is. Good, and let's sweep the hands to the left, right hand on the left hand. You can be off the mat here, nice and wide, falling to the hands. Just notice where you feel the stretch. Well done. Let's come back, and then we're going to slide the hands behind, palms flatten, bring the shoulder blades together, shoulders back, chest opens, and then let's see if we can lift the hips off the ground, and we're going to work with our camel later, and this is kind of a little preparation for that back bend. Nice hip opening. You can hear that little click there, opening the hip joints. Well done, great work. Good, so let's bring the feet flat and we'll roll down one vertebra at a time, arms extend, chin tucks in. And now a little core exercise. You can hold the legs, but otherwise just see if you can literally find each and every vertebra without, again, the feet lifting off the mat there. Good, as we bring the head down, hands to the knees, we'll start to rotate into the hips. Nice deep breaths into the hips. Good, again, you're checking in with how you're feeling. Good, in the other direction. That's it. Allow the knees, if you just take a look over, just look to Helen there, allow the knees to open, a bit like breaststroke, the swimming technique with the hips opening, the knees separate, the feet separate. That's it. Nice full rotation so you get the nice inner thigh stretch. Great work. So let's bring the soles of the feet to the ceiling there. Arms to the insides of the legs, holding the inner arches for our happy baby. You might want to just start to rock a little bit side to side. So we want to open the legs as wide as we can with the knees flexed, knees towards the ground. Good. Can you start to rock a little bit forwards and backwards here? Length up the spine. Good. Well done. So really work to open the knees wide. See if you can hook onto your big toes. You could hold the inner arch. We're going to straighten the legs one at a time, so it'll be stronger if you're holding the foot as opposed to the big toe. Just see what works for you. You can even hold the calf. So let's straighten the left leg out to the side. See if you can straighten your left leg as much as you can. Keep the right knee flexed. Straightening that left leg. Good. And bend the left knee and then see if you can straighten the right leg. Good. And bending there. Let's do that again. Left leg extends. Straightening that left side as much as you can. Doesn't matter if there's a little bend there. Good. And to the right side. Good. Let's see if we can start to straighten both legs. Again, holding the calves, hooking onto the big toes, even hooking the arms underneath the knees. Good. Nice deep breaths there. See if you can open the legs as wide as you can. Good work. And then just use that breath. Use the exhale to go a little bit further. That's great. Good work, well done. And from here, bring the legs up into the air together, arms down, palms flat, and really work to keep the legs straight, flexing at the foot there so the toes point to the head and the heels lift up to the ceiling. So you have to use a bit of core, working those leg muscles. And let's go for our low boat, which is essentially our 100th working with the core. So lifting the head off the ground, supporting your head if you do have a tight neck, because it can strain the neck. Otherwise, reach the arms off the ground, fingers pointing this way, and just see if you can start to lower your legs, keeping the legs together. So the full position normally is both arms extended, but again, that can strain the neck, so you could just have one hand to the head if necessary. So really feel the core working here. Lower back stays down. The lower the legs go, the stronger this is. See what's right for you. Come a point where you really feel your abdominals working. Keep breathing. Then you can just squeeze the legs together, even bring the feet out like this, which will engage the inner thighs and the glutes, making a nice opening there. Good work. Let's hold for 3, 2, 1. Great work. Let's release, hug the knees close. Nice deep belly breaths. You might just want to place the hands on the knees, let the knees move away from you so you have space to take those deep belly breaths to help release the abdominals while we're drawing circles with the knees, keeping the knees together. Good, let's work in the other direction now. Great work, well done. So we're going to roll up. Okay, so again, another little core exercise, hugging the knees close, interlocking the fingers. See if you can bring your thighs against your abdomen, chin tucks in, and see if you can start to get a little bit of momentum to roll all the way up, and then allow yourself to roll back. Okay, now just see if you can find that momentum, and also when you roll up, just see if you tuck your tailbone in, you'll roll back, and then to stop yourself flying forwards, just do a little arch in the lower back. So we're just getting this sort of pelvic manipulation, this slight pelvic tilt. So see if you can experiment with that. That's it, Merwin. If you really tuck those knees in there. Good. So from here, we kind of tuck the tailbone in, we roll back, and then we come through and just a little bit of an arch. I don't know if you can see my spine there. I'm just arching a little bit. So just practice that. Okay, it doesn't matter if you've not done this before. It can be quite challenging. But then, you know, if you're okay with it, just see if you can really exaggerate that pelvic tilt. Tuck the tailbone in to roll back, and then arch slightly to stop yourself flying forwards. Good. So we'll try a few more times. That's it. You got it, Marina. Go on. You can. Okay, no problem. And then let's go all the way up, and then this time cross the legs, tucking the heels in, and we'll come into our all fours. Well done. So let's step the hands forward slightly, and we can start to move freely, drawing figures of 8, rocking side to side. If you've not done this before, you might just want to work with a figure of 8. Otherwise, you might just want to move as freely as you like. You can close the eyes and just allow your body to really guide you. You're kind of feeling into your hips, different movements in the hips and the spine, almost like a dance in a sense. You could even do like a cat-cow or child's pose cobra kind of movement there. Just see what feels good. Good. Let's work with the cat-cow position. So just bring the hands underneath the shoulders, and we'll inhale as we lift up, and we'll exhale as we tuck up and in. Inhale as we lift up. Exhale as we tuck up and in. Good. And then just continue with those figures of 8, but go in the other direction if you were working in a particular direction there. You can experiment looking over the shoulder as you come more into a cat there. You're waking the spine up. Great work. Well done. So again, step the hands forwards from that all fours position. We'll tuck the toes in, leaning forwards, and push back into your down dog. And we'll start to walk the dog here, one heel down at a time, stretching through the calves, pushing back with the balls of the palms, shoulders away from the ears. That's it. So you're looking to the toes there. That's it. Feet are hip width, and you're planting one heel down at a time, just like you're kind of walking. And that's it. And this will stretch your calves. Now in down dog, the feet are hip width. So if you can, just open the feet so they're a little bit wider. That's great. Well done. Good. And then from here, see if you can start to walk your feet to your hands, and you can make this more challenging. You can keep the legs straight and come onto the fingertips. Otherwise, just bend the knees and walk normally, keeping the hands down. And we'll just relax here, hang in your ragdoll pose, nice and relaxed, nice and heavy. You might want to sway, shake out a little bit. Good, and then keeping the knees flexed, rebuilding the spine one vertebra at a time, abs and glutes engaged, that's great. And as we start to look forwards and the head lifts, we interlock the fingers, palms away, shoulders drop down away from the ears, and we lift up onto the tiptoes, fixing the gaze, finding the focal point, the drishti point we call it. And if you want to challenge yourself, try closing the eyes, and then you'll see how important vision is for balance. Good work. Let's bring the arms down. Good. So step the right, I'll mirror you here, right leg behind the left leg, and then hold the left wrist with the right hand. Shoulders relaxed, arms back, head framed in between the arms, and then start to stretch over to the right side, gently pulling on the wrist. And you should feel that all the way through the hip. And again, just watch, if we look down, the tendency is the top shoulder collapses forward. So we're going to look up, and that'll help pin the shoulder back. Good, and you can really extend the arms. That's it, and flexing the wrist so you stretch the back of the arm. Good. And just watch the shoulders aren't hunching, the shoulders are relaxed. Good work, well done. Let's take a step in with the right and then do the other side. Left leg steps behind. Again, the wider the step, the stronger it will be. Swap hands, hips out to the side. Arms, again, head is in between the arms, resting on the lower arm, gently looking up to the ceiling. And you can really start to pull on that wrist. Good, so just bring the hips that way, that's great. Maybe just tuck that front foot back a little bit if you can, that's good. You're going for a nice wide stance there, you should definitely feel that. Nice, well done. Good work. Well done, let's take a step in, arms down the sides, hands onto the shoulders, inhaling elbows rise, exhale down, bring the shoulder blades together as you bring the elbows behind you and take this nice deep breath into the chest, into the heart. Really working to develop the breath, the opening in the chest, good, in the other direction. Good work. And then from here, you can lift the shoulders up, back and down. As you do so, just take a slightly wider stance. Up, back and down. These shoulder shrugs, up, back and down. Good. Reach the fingers down. We'll just do a little bit of neck mobilization. Fingers to the ground, chin drops to the chest, left ear to left shoulder, half circles. And down and around the other side. How's your neck feeling? How's the upper back? Inhaling to the left. Exhaling down and around to the right. Good. As we come back to center, left ear to left shoulder, right arm reaches down. You're kind of reaching down ear to shoulder, this arm reaches down. Inhale, exhale to the side. Good. Inhale to center, exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Now you've got a few options here. You could take that left hand and just make the stretch a little bit stronger. Bring the head forward and backwards. You could tuck the hand behind the back and pin the shoulder back, elbow back to make it a bit stronger. You can start to explore there. Dropping the head forwards and backwards, maybe drawing some small circles. If you find a tight area in both directions. Good. As we come back to center, let's go the other side. Right ear to right shoulder. Use the right hand, guide the head, the ear towards the shoulder. There's different things here. Again, you could actually massage as well and stroke the neck as another option. Good. As we drop the head forwards and backwards, we can tuck the hand behind the back, or you may prefer to massage, just see what feels right. And as we drop the head forwards and backwards, are you finding areas where it feels particularly tight? Start to draw some mini circles there. Good, both directions. Well done. Let's come back. We'll just give the wrists a rotation before we start our sun salutations. Both directions there in the wrists. Great. Good work. So let's come to the front of the mat and we'll work with our sun salutations. Okay, so slightly more active part of the class here now in our warm-up. So we're going to work with feet hip width. So we're going to start by stepping the feet out 90 degrees, stepping the heels out. Second toe in line with the center of the knee, in line with the center of the hips. Lift the toes off the ground and just spread the toes as much as you can. Find the outer arches, a slight clawing of the toes so you're nice and grounded. We actually have a lock in the foot we call Pada Bandha, so we have that slight lift through the center of the foot there. As we draw up on the knees and thighs into the pelvic floor, Mula Bandha, glutes and abs engage. So we're stabilizing the pelvis. So lift the shoulders up, back and down. Good. So again, those thumbs are pointing forwards and not inwards. So if you kind of point your thumbs, they should be pointing directly forwards there. We draw the head back slightly. We lift up through the crown there. Spine is tall, shoulders back and down. Good work, well done. As we bring the hands to the heart, thumbs to the chest, Namaste Mudra. We're going to inhale as we sweep the arms up, looking up and arching back in sky reaching. It's a slight back bend. Good work. And from here, arms out to the sides, and engage your core as we fold into our forward bend. Fingertips to the ground, bend the knees as much as you need to achieve this. Inhale, look forwards. We want to straighten the legs here. You may need to rest the hands on the shins, look forwards unless you can keep the fingertips down. And then exhale, full forward bend. Good, and from here we can just start to sway, shake out, swing the arms a little bit, whatever feels right, whatever feels good for you. Nice and heavy, nice and relaxed. Good work, well done. We bend the knees, fingertips down, big step back, right foot, nice big step, knee drops, toes point away, and we sweep up into crescent moon. Good, shoulders relax, and here we're going to go into equestrian pose, something I've started to do recently, which is the traditional position in sun salutation, the classical sun salutation. So we're going to bring the hand on the thigh, we're going to sink deeper into the hips, so we're working more into our hip flexors here, quads and the hips sink, and maybe there, without kind of collapsing forward, see if you can start to bring the fingertips to the ground, and that's quite strong, otherwise keep the hands on the thigh. So just see, and you really get that strong lunge effect, glutes, hamstrings, quads, hip flexors, and then shoulders back and down there, great work. From here, palms down either side of the front foot as we step back into our down dog, and again we can walk the dog here, one heel down at a time, walking the dog, foot pedaling, so really straighten one leg as you bend the knee, the feet are hip width here. Good, and the hands and the feet aren't too close, so that's about fine. Maybe have the feet a fraction further back, David, just slightly, that's great. Good work. From here we're going to bend both knees and push back with the palms, with this, so you're really stretching the spine and opening the chest, bending the knees with the shoulders away from the ears. And once you've found the length in the spine, see if you can start to straighten the legs, fully or partially, and then you'll feel it in the backs of the legs. We're looking to the toes, the abs are engaged, the feet are parallel. Again, fingers spread, pushing back with the balls of the palms. Well done. From here we drop down onto the knees, bring the weight forward, shoulders over the wrists, squeeze the elbows together. And we'll go for our tricep dips here. So lower your chest down in between the hands without dropping the pelvis. Just see how low you can go without sticking the elbows out to the sides. And if you really want to challenge, you could do this with the knees off the ground, but do keep the toes on the ground, because when we go for our knees, chest, chin, the toes should be down, or chaturanga, the toes are on the ground. That's it, good. So it's going to test your upper body strength. How low can you go without dropping the pelvis, without the elbows sticking out to the side, like a push-up? It's a tricep dip, and that's great. Well done. Good. This time we're going to go all the way down, chest and chin down. Good. And then slide forwards. We'll slide the forearms through into Sphinx here. Okay, so the hands in line with the elbows, shoulders above the elbows, shoulders back, chest is open. So see if you can lift up the glutes, the buttocks are engaged to support the back. Good, and if it's right for you, into full Bhujangasana, Cobra there. And just check in with how your lower back's feeling. Good. Well done. Good work, and from here we'll drop down, hands underneath the shoulders and sit back into child's pose, onto the heels, forehead down. You might want to tuck the hands back. We'll keep the arms extended. You might even want to give your lower back a massage, for example. Would be a nice thing. Good work. Arms extend, fingers spread as we lift off the heels, toes tuck in, we're back into our down dog pose. Good work. So now we're going to take a big step through with the right foot to the right wrist. You may need to drop your knees and step through, otherwise lift up onto the fingertips of the right hand and then step through there. And we want to have the foot all the way through to the front of the mat. We're into our crescent moon. That's just going to set us up. Interlocking the fingers, hands to the thigh, and the knee moves forwards, the hips sink. We're kind of leaning back a little bit, keeping the glutes engaged, tailbone tucked in. And then if you feel you can, without collapsing forwards, see if you can start to bring those fingertips towards the ground. Otherwise, just keep the hands on the thigh. And again, you just feel it. Do you feel that stretch? Yeah, it's pretty strong, isn't it? Yeah. But I really like that because it is a deeper stretch. That's it. If the hands aren't reaching the ground, no problem. You just keep the hands on the thigh there. Great work. So fingertips down, nice big step through, forward bend, holding the opposite arm and hanging there. Good. And then rebuilding the spine, glutes engaged, tucking the tailbone in as we sweep the arms up, arching. We're back to standing. We're in that standing back bend. Good, hands to the heart. Great. Let's continue. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And then we're actually going to do something slightly different here. Bring the arms down the sides, support your hips, and then lean back as far as you feel comfortable and drop the head back as far as you feel comfortable. So it's like a standing back bend. Shoulder blades together, elbows together, shoulders back. Great work. Well done. Sweep the arms up. And then let's bring the arms down the center here for our forward bend, all the way down. And we'll just hold it here for a couple of breaths. Maybe you want to hold your ankles and just pull yourself a bit closer to your legs and make it stronger. Good work. Fingertips down, bend the knees, big step back, right foot. Knee drops, toes point away. Let's sweep up into crescent moon again. Right foot back. Sorry, why am I doing right foot? Let's step through. Till it's the morning. Left foot back. Good. Sweeping up. I noticed there, Ivy. I think you stepped back with your left foot, didn't you? And I was like, yeah, you're on it. You're on it. Good. So from here, we're going to go into half split. So this again is quite a strong one. Fingertips down behind the heel. This time we can lean forwards. And we're going to drop back and fold over the thigh. Good. Take a breather, flatten the right foot, and then we'll do that again and we'll hold. Straighten the leg. Now you might have to bring the hands closer towards the left knee. That's fine. You're more upright. The knee doesn't have to be straight. Or maybe you can start to bring your hands forwards and fold over the thigh. But it's quite a strong hamstring stretch. Maybe you can lift the toes. Good. Deep breaths. Keep the shoulders relaxed. That's great. Good. Again, just doesn't matter where you're at. You might even want to bend and straighten the leg a couple of times just to really help to warm that hamstring up. And then let's hold. Good. Let's take 3 more breaths here. So 3 every count. See if you can go a little deeper. 2. Relax on the inhale. 1. Even deeper. And then relax. Great work. Right foot flattens. Palms either side of the front foot. We step back into down dog. Let's inhale as we lift high onto the tiptoes. Exhale, push back, heels to the ground. Inhaling, lifting high onto the tiptoes. Exhale, push back. See if those heels want to move a little bit closer to the ground. Good. Inhaling, lifting high. Exhale, heels down, and we'll hold our down dog here. Good work. Well done. So from here, let's bring the weight forward, shoulders above the wrists, into our plank. Good. So really strong here. Push the ground away from you. Fingers are spread. Abs engaged. Imagine you have satsumas underneath your shoulders there, so we're not collapsing into the rib cage. You can always drop to the knees if it's too much. Good work. Lovely planks there, nice and strong. Maybe you can lift that right foot off the ground, working to the glutes. Good without lifting the hips. Good, other foot there. Good, both together. Yeah. I'll have to show you this video actually, it's so funny. I think it was a BBC 3 and I'll show you after class because it's really funny. Let's lower down now. So knees, chest, chin, or your yogi push-up, chaturanga, which is this position here, and then into cobra or up dog, shoulders back and down, knees off the ground, just pin, relax those shoulders. So drop, that's lovely, Ava, but just pin the shoulders back, that's great. Good, rolling over the toes if you're up dog, otherwise turn the toes, little step forwards, just by an inch, bend the knees, push back with the palms, and then we can start to extend the legs. That's the first chaturanga I've been able to do in about 6 weeks. So I think my wrist is getting there. Good, so really push back with the palms, we're looking to the toes. I'm just gonna give you a little push here. That's it, yes, well done, good. Big step through, left foot to left wrist, drop your right knee if you need to. We want that foot coming all the way through as we sweep up, crescent moon, back bend, knee forward, over the heel, over the toes, hip sink, you're getting into that lunge, fingertips down, so underneath the shoulder, behind the heel, drop back, fold over the thigh. You might want to adjust the hands there, bring the foot flat, bend the knee, foot flat, do that again. You might want to do that 2 or 3 times, it's just helping warm up. Good. And then here, you can even inhale, lift up, exhale, fold. And again, you might be more upright, the knee might be flexed, or you might be really getting a good forward bend, guiding your forehead to your shin, lifting the left foot to make it stronger. Again, see what's right for you there. Great stuff. Well done. Let's take 3 breaths here. There's 1, see if you can go deeper on the count, and then you can release on the inhale. Exhale, 2, a little deeper. Lift that foot a little bit higher, front foot. Inhale, release. Exhale, 3. Great work, well done. Left foot flattens, right foot steps through into forward bend. Again, you could hug your legs or hold your ankles to pull yourself into that forward bend, make it stronger. And then rebuilding the spine, 1 vertebra at a time, sweeping the arms up and arching. Great stuff, good, hands to the heart. Let's take a deep breath here into the heart. And we'll continue. We'll go a little bit more fluidly now into more of a bit of a flow. So just doing your best. Inhale as you sweep up. Exhale, fold, forward bend. Bending the knees, right foot back. Keep the fingertips down, but the knees off the ground, push the heel away and almost arch a little bit so you feel that stretch again. Palms flatten, step back into down dog. Inhale into plank or onto the knees, shuffle or step the feet back. Lower down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Slide forwards and up into cobra up dog, shoulders back and down. That's it, good. Exhale, down dog. If you're going for swings, just tuck the hands underneath the shoulders before you go into down dog. Good, right leg into the air, 3-legged dog. Right leg high into the air. Flex the foot, toes to the ground, heel away. Feel that stretch, trying not to bend the knee if you can help it. Really, that's it, really push the heel away. That's great, good, that's it. Big step through, right foot to right wrist. Drop the right foot down first if you need to, then drop the knees, then step through. Push the heel away, look forward, shoulders away from the ears. Stepping into forward bend. Hands now, fingertips, hands either side of the feet. Rebuild the spine as we sweep the arms up, arching back. Great, hands to the heart, well done. Let's inhale as we sweep the arms high. We'll try bringing the hands down the center here. Forward bend. And bending the knees, left foot back, nice big step. Left palm flattens. Sweep the right arm up in the air, but at the same time, plant the right foot into the ground so the right knee doesn't open. Good. And then if you don't have any neck issues there, you could reach the right arm this way, making a straight line with the arm, the waist, and the leg looking up to the ceiling. That's great. Really feel that stretch. Great. Palm flattens as we step back into down dog. Inhale into plank or onto the knees, shoulders over the wrists, shuffle or step the feet back in plank. That's it. So bring the weight forwards, coming down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, down dog. That's it. Good work. Left leg into the air. Three-legged dog, nice and high. Try not to bend the knee, point the toes to the ground, push through the heel. That's great. Big step through, left foot to left wrist. Right palm flattens, and then sweep the left arm up into the air. Keep the shoulder away, so roll, pin the shoulder back, away from the ear, from the jaw, and maybe you can reach the arm this way, as long as you're not hunching or crunching in the neck. Palm facing down, fingers together. That's great. Well done. Bring the left hand down, step through, forward bend. We're rebuilding the spine as we sweep the arms up and arching. And bring the hands to the heart. Well done. Let's continue. Inhale, sweeping up. Maybe you want to come down in prayer hands here, folding through all the way down. Good. Bend the knees, right foot back, big step, feet hip width, low lunge, and then we bring the hands on the thigh and we lift up into our assisted high lunge. And you always keep the back knee down. Shoulders relaxed, a little tilt of the tailbone again, working that hip flexor flexibility. The more flexible you are, the deeper we can sink. And then if you feel stable, arms high. Otherwise, just keep the hands on this thigh, no problem. That's it, shoulders relaxed, fingers extend. Great work, palms down, step back, down dog. Inhaling, plank or knees, shoulders over the wrist. You'll need to shuffle or step the feet back a little bit. And just try not to move the hands. And then lower down, knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. Slide forwards and up into cobra or up dog. That's lovely. Again, just gently bring your shoulder blades together there, Ava. That's it, you're fine there, but just a little bit more pinning the shoulders back, looking up. That's great. Exhale, down dog. Good. Right leg into the air. Three-legged dog. Into scorpion dog. Bend the knee. The right foot moves over the hip, and the right foot moves over the left hip. Right knee up to the ceiling. Good. Big step through. Right foot all the way through. Again, check the feet at hip width. Hands on the thigh. Hip sink. Heel away. Shoulders relax. And then arms up. Good work. Well done. From here, step through. Forward bend. And then sweeping up. Reaching the arms high, arching. Let's go straight back down in prayer hands for the final round, folding through. Good. Bending the knees, left foot back. Sweeping the arms up into high lunge. Good. And then revolve that left hand all the way back to the left leg. Right arm up in the air, arch back, and maybe you can lift the heel off the ground. Quite difficult for the balance. That's it. Good. Real nice back bend, and then revolve the hands down, palms flatten, step back, down dog. Inhale, plank or knees, shoulders over the wrists. Again, shuffle or step the feet back. Exhale, down, knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. Slide forwards and up into cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. That's good. Left leg high, three-legged dog into the air. Bending the knees, scorpion dog. Think of a scorpion tail. The knee lifts up to the ceiling and the foot moves over to the ground. That's lovely. Good. Big step through, left foot. Feet hip width, sweep the arms up. Revolve that right hand to the back leg, left arm arches, and then maybe tiptoes. Good work. Well done. Then revolve the hands all the way to the front of the mat, forward into your forward bend. And then rebuilding the spine, one vertebrae at a time, sweeping the arms up and arching. Great work. Hands to the heart. Well done, everyone. Let's step the feet a little bit wider, chest is open, arms open, grabbing a drink if you want, otherwise just allow the body to sway, swinging the arms a little bit, or if you want to move in a free way, a little dance, whatever works for you. Good, just checking in with how you're feeling. Well done, good. So let's continue here. So we'll come to the front of the mat and we'll go through our little vinyasa here. So kind of continuing in a similar way, but with a slightly different style. Okay, so feet are hip width, we're at the front of the mat, we're in our mountain pose, we're finding all those key locks, those key muscle engagements. Good, and we're going to sit back into our invisible chair, into our Uttasana squat. Shoulders relax, arms reach up, you should be able to see your toes there. The lower you sit, the stronger this is. Watch the knees don't knock. You can look in the direction of the fingers if it feels okay for the neck, otherwise just keep the head in the natural position. Good work. Again, just relax those shoulders down, great. Well done. From here, fold into a forward bend. Inhale, half forward bend, look forwards, bend the knees, palms flat in step walk, jump back into plank. And then lowering down, knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog cobra. Exhale, down dog. Right leg high into the air, three-legged dog. Big step through, right foot, back heel flattens to the ground, so the back foot is pointing 10 on the clock, out at that 45-degree angle. Sweep the arms up for warrior one, shoulders relaxed. So warrior one and a high lunge are very similar, but here we've got the heel down. Bring the left hip forwards, right hip back. So just watch the feet aren't too narrow there, otherwise you will find the balance quite difficult. Good. And the back foot again is at an angle, which helps you bring the back foot. That's it, that mat looks a little bit slippy, but that's it. Good work. So try and square the hips. So instead of the hips facing to the side, the hips are facing all the way. You can literally bring your left hand to your left hip. That's great. Good. From here, we're going to extend the leading leg. And we'll go for our pyramid pose. Arms behind the back, either crossing the arms here or reverse prayer, starting with the fingertips and then bringing the hands, shoulders down the back. So that's a little bit more challenging. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold over the thigh. Keep the front leg straight and avoid rounding or hunching. Just go as far as you can, breathing into your leg. Relax the head. So the neck, we're not bringing the head down, but at the same time, we don't want to necessarily look up, so we can just relax the head. That's great. So we have to lengthen the neck. Now try not to bend the front leg. Good. That's great. Just lift the head a fraction there. That's beautiful. That's great. Well done. Well done. Good. And you could just check your shoulder height. Are the shoulders level? We want to have the shoulders equal height here. Good work. From here, let's release. Tuck the right foot in. And then we're going to just open the left foot, bend the left knee and sit to the back of the mat. So the hands are on the ground and we can lift that right foot off the ground for our Skandasana. So we're at the back of the mat here. I know it can be confusing because I keep turning sides, but we're at the back of the mat here. Then we're going to go to the front of the mat, bend the right knee, straighten the left leg and see if you can sit there lifting the toes. Good, let's see if we can do that without the hands. You could either have the hands like this or you go for your surfer pose. Left knee bends, right leg straightens, right hand to the right foot, toes point up. Other side, right knee bends, left leg straightens, reach to the left hand. That's nice. Good work. Palms down, fingertips down, tuck the feet in, both feet are pointing forwards and to the side there. Inhale, look forwards, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold, wide-legged forward bend. Now from here we can hold the opposite arm or we can push forwards with the hands on the ground to bring the crown closer to the mat. So See what feels right for you. Holding the opposite arm or push the hands forwards, push the mat away from you. And the goal is to bring the crown towards the ground. Elbows tuck in, tailbone lifts high, hands, elbows, shoulders in one line. That's great. Find the length behind the knee. We don't want to overstretch there in the legs, so we don't have the legs too wide. That's great. Good. Now you're just fine there, Ava. That's great, just as you were. Good. Good. Then just relax. Tuck your hands back a fraction. Just gonna help you. That's great. Very good. Well done. Good work, everyone. So from here, turn the right foot this way. Hands either side of the right foot. Turn the back heel away. I'm going to see if we can go for a one-legged forward bend. So spring your hands forwards on the fingertips and then see if you can lift that back leg off the ground. It's like Warrior 3, but the hands are on the ground. Okay, this is our balance. Then from here, see if you can hold your right ankle with your right calf with your right hand, and then lift that left leg as high as you can as you fold over the right leg for our one-legged split. Pretty strong. Just do your best. Great work. Well done. Good. And then slowly take a step back into Warrior 1. Back heel flattens, front knee is flexed. Sweep the arms up. Great stuff, everyone. Well done. Palms down, step back into plank, and we'll continue. Lower down, knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. Up dog, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Well done. Good. So let's work on the other side. Left leg into the air, three-legged dog. Big step through, left foot to the left wrist. Back heel flattens down, the right foot is at 2 on the clock, the left foot is at 12, and we sweep the arms up for Warrior 1. And again, the challenge of Warrior 1 is you can again literally do this to yourself. The heels are roughly in alignment. You don't want to be too narrow, or it's better to be too wide than too narrow because you will find the balance challenging. Shoulders relax, arms extend, that's great. Good. And then from here, once you feel that grounding, we're going to extend the leading leg, hands behind the back, again either cross the arms or if you can, a little bit more challenging, palms together, shoulder blades together, elbows back, shoulders down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold over the leading leg for our pyramid. Try not to bend the knee. Check your shoulders at equal height, so you might need to just drop the right shoulder a little bit. Relax the head without bringing the forehead all the way to the knee, so the neck and the rest of the spine are in one straight line. Good. So it's a strong one here. Parsvottanasana, intense hamstring stretch. I'm just going to breathe into the stretch. See if you can go deeper on the exhale like we did in the half split. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, go deeper. Good stuff, everyone. Well done. From here, let's release the hands, tuck the left foot in so the legs are wide, feet are pointing out to the side, and then bring your left hand towards the right foot, right hand to the right hip, twist, look up, and then if you can, pin the shoulder back, lift the arm high. And then the other side, right hand to the left foot, left hand to the left hip, twist, and then left arm up in the air. Maybe you can do that without bringing the hand to the hip, just do it in one movement. Sweep the arm up. If you can pin that shoulder back, you're not creating tension in the neck. Good, other side, right hand to left foot, left arm high. Good, we'll do one more side, one more each side, left hand, right foot, right hand, left foot. Good, fingertips down, inhale, look forwards, and then exhale, fold. You can either hold the opposite arm or this time hold your ankles and pull yourself closer towards the ground. The weight is central in the feet, the tailbone is lifting up to the ceiling, the head is relaxed, the shoulders are away from the ears. Find the outer arches, the second toe is pointing directly forwards or maybe even tucking in slightly. Good, and just breathe there, breathe into the stretch, find the stretch, relax, go deeper. Surrender to that feeling. Well done, everyone. Good work. And then from here, turn the left foot this way, pivot the back heel away, so we're in our low lunge. And then we're going to go for that one-legged forward bend. Step the fingers forwards, lift the back leg off the ground, and start to lift the leg as high as you can. When you hold the left ankle with the left hand, there you can really start to pull yourself closer to your thigh. Left hand, and keep the left leg straight, and just see how high you can lift your right leg. Great stuff, everyone. Maybe you can actually take the right hand off the ground and hold the ankle with both hands for that full balance if you want to challenge yourself. Good work. Bring the fingertips down and take a step back into Warrior One. Back heel flattens, sweeping the arms up. Well done, everyone. Good work. Palms down, step back, plank. Good. And you can do either just to go straight into child's pose, otherwise one final little vinyasa into up dog cobra. Exhale into child's pose. Well done, everyone. Let's sit back onto the heels. Forehead down, arms alongside the legs there. And just take the time to look into the Chittakash, space behind the closed eyes. Noticing any lights, colors, patterns. Well done. Let's lift into rabbit here. So this is just a gentle back stretch. If you tuck your forehead right to your knees, so bringing your nose, your forehead to your knees, hold your heels with your hands, and then lift your hips off the ground. So kind of the crown comes onto the ground, and just lift your hips as high as you can off the heels. And you should feel a bit of a stretch. The arms are sort of straightened here, a bit of a stretch through the spine. It's quite gentle. Good, and then we'll drop back onto the heels. Good. How do you find that rabbit pose if you want to pop all the way up? Good, let's come back onto the kneeling. Do you feel that stretch, that one? Yeah, you feel that rabbit pose? You feel it in the back? It's good. Good, so let's grab the strap and we'll work with our hand to toe pose on the mat. So just have the strap to your side. You can always take a look there, and so I'll demonstrate. Again, a little bit of a core workout. Roll down one vertebra at a time. Left foot flattens. Hug the right knee close. And if you're flexible, you can hook onto the big toe there. Otherwise, using the strap, and we're going to start to extend and flex the knee. Now, if you've got a bit more flexibility, you can extend your left leg, straighten the left leg, and then work with the left leg straightened. It's a little bit stronger, a little bit more challenging to straighten the right leg. So just see what works for you. Hooking onto the big toe, straightening the left leg, you've got those choices. So we extend and flex a few times, and then we're going to hold the position. So nice deep breaths. Good. Keep the left leg flat on the ground, so you can actually flex the left foot. The whole of the back of the left leg is flat to the mat. And then start to guide the right leg behind you without bending the knee. Nice deep breaths here. Good, so you really should feel that stretch. Try not to bend the elbows too much if you're using the strap, so have the arms relatively straight there. It will just be less stressful for your arms. Good, again, just come back to your breath, almost like a meditation. Can you find the length behind the knee? Good. From here, let's bring the left foot flat. Hold the strap with the right hand. Left hand rests on the inside of the left leg and guide the left knee out to the side. Left knee out to the side, left hand on the inside of the leg. And just see from here if you can start to guide your right leg out to the side. And just see how low it wants to go. You can always release the slack in the strap. Good. A little bit of pressure on the inner thigh with the left hand. Can you keep the right leg straight? Can you pull the leg towards you a little bit more? Again, release some slack in the strap to allow the leg to drop lower. Good stuff, well done. Good. And then let's come all the way back. And then straighten the left leg, lift the head off the ground and pull the leg towards you. Again, you can support your head there if you do find you get any neck discomfort. And see if you can bring your forehead to your knee without bending the knee there. Good, and we'll hold here. 3, 2, for 1. Good, release the strap, head down, arms down, palms flat. Can you keep that left leg off the ground? And then bring the left leg slowly down, keep your lower back really imprint into the ground as you lower your right leg. So that's quite challenging, a little bit of core there. Good work, well then everyone, let's give the knees a hug. Hugging the knees close to the abdomen. We'll take a few breaths here. Good. And then bring the right foot flat and we'll take the strap around the left foot unless again you can hold the hook onto the big toe with the index and middle finger. And again, if you want to straighten the right leg, you can. And we'll extend. And we can bend a few times. Straightening and bending the knee a couple of times there. And then let's hold the stretch. Pulling the thigh towards you. Find the length behind the knee, drawing up on the kneecap. Heel to the ceiling, toes to the head. Right leg is active, back of the right leg flat to the mat. Flex the foot there, unless your knee is flexed, no problem. Good, again, try to avoid bending the elbows a lot. So if you're kind of reaching the arms up as close to the foot as you can, holding the strap there. Great. Good. So you should be feeling the stretch and breathing into it and just relaxing as much as you can. And just see if you can develop the stretch a little bit more. Good, as you bring the right foot flat and just allow the right knee to fall out to the side, right hand on the inside of the right leg. Holding the strap with the left hand, see if you can guide the left leg out to the side and just go as close to the ground as you can. You can release some slack, keep the leg lifting towards you. A little bit of pressure on that right leg with the right hand to keep the knee down. Deep breaths. And so the left leg is moving to the ground, but also it's moving towards your left ear at the same time. Good, again, use the breath. Imagine you're trying to bring the outside of the left leg and the outside of the right leg to the ground. Well done, everyone. Let's bring the left leg back up into the vertical position, straighten the right leg, and then lift the right heel off the ground, lift the head off the ground, and guide your forehead towards the knee. Really keep the leg straight so it's quite a strong hamstring stretch. Good. And then from here, release the strap, slowly lower the head down. Really make sure your lower back is flat to the ground. You can always bring the right foot down. Well, we'll do that now. Right leg down, and then see if you can keep your core engaged, lower back stays flat. As we lower the left leg down, you can always bend the knee if you feel your arching there. Great work, everyone. Let's interlock the fingers, stretch behind the head, point the toes, give the ankles a rotation. Again, any sort of movement, wrists, anything you feel your body needs. A little bit of a shake out. Good, and we'll hug the knees close. Well done, everyone. Good. And so from here, we'll come up to a seated kneeling position. You might want to roll, otherwise just turn to the side, push up with the hand, and we'll come into our, excuse me, our last position. So let's go for our camel for our back bend. So we're going to use the strap here just to warm up the shoulders. So if you want to grab the strap, you're just kind of sitting on the heels, and just have the hands a little bit wider than the shoulders. You start to lift the strap back and really open there as much as you can there. Just keep the shoulders relaxed. Good, and then let's come back. And maybe you could just release a tiny bit of slack there and see if you can bring the arms a bit further back. Strong stretch across the chest. Good. Let's come back, and then this time let's see if we can bring the arms all the way behind. So you might want to release some more slack there. See what feels right for you. How much slack do you need to release there? And then you can always bend the elbows. Let's come all the way behind. That's great. Good. Let's come all the way back. We'll do that one more time. Maybe you can actually tighten the grip a little bit. Last one. Just see what feels good for you. All the way behind. That's it. Good, well done. So we can put the strap down and then we'll prepare for camel. So I'll give you a few options. We'll do 2 rounds. You might want to start hands on the hips and just arch from here, or maybe the first round you want to bring the hands to the heels, tucking the toes in, and then the second round, toes away, hands to the heels. Okay, so two rounds. It's up to you which round you want to go into first. Either the hands to the lower back, or if you want to go straight down onto the heels, and then you can go with the toes pointing away. Okay, so or you can always do a third round if you want. So thumbs to the lower back, hands to the hips, bring the hips forwards, shoulders back, and looking up to the ceiling. Nice deep breaths, just like we did in that standing back bend earlier. If you drop the head back, you get this strong stretch in the throat, neck. Good, slowly come forwards, drop the chin to the chest. Let's take a breath. Good, so the second round, it's up to you if you want to bring your hands to the heels, either tucking the toes in to make it easier, or toes away to make it stronger, or maybe you just want to repeat what we just did. Okay, so I'll demonstrate the other option, the hands to the heel. One hand just supports the lower back, sweep the arm all the way over, hand to the heel, and then other hand, arm all the way back. You'll need to lean back first, and then bring the hips forwards, and drop the head back if that feels okay. And to come out of this, just avoid zigzagging. See if you can come all the way back in a straight movement. Okay, so just go for that. So that's it. From there, you just bring your hips forwards. One hand to the back if you want to. Otherwise, keep both hands in the back and just arch back, lean back. One hand to the heel. Good. Other arm to the hand to the heel. That's it. Once you're there, bring the hips forwards. Drop the head back. If that feels okay for you, you should be fine unless you've had some really serious cervical vertebra issues, neck issues there. Good. Strong opening of the chest, of the heart, of the throat. And then when you're ready, let's slowly come all the way back onto the heels, forehead down. Arms down the sides. Good work. And maybe you want to give your spine a little massage up and down the lower spine. Very good work, everyone. Well done. Good work. So we'll leave it there. So we'll lie back when you're ready into Shavasana for your final relaxation. So just take whatever you need to be warm and comfortable. You ready for that one, Deirdre? Oh, yeah, thank God. Oh, I can relax. Oh, hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Good. So, again, just take whatever you need to be warm and comfortable. You might, if you find lying on the back uncomfortable, you can always bring a bolster underneath the knees. The legs are wide, the arms are wide, the tailbone tucks in, the chin tucks in there, lengthen the lower back, lengthen the neck. You could always bring a hand onto the heart, hand onto the stomach as another option. Yeah, just allowing the body to completely relax. Fully surrendering to the ground, to the earth, and letting go. Good. Just feeling held, feeling supported, feeling nurtured. As we inhale, the belly rises. And as we exhale, the belly falls. Inhaling deeply as the belly rises. And exhaling as the belly falls. Inhaling deeply as the belly rises. And exhaling as the belly falls. Inhaling, breathing, peace, happiness, health into the body. And exhaling, letting go of anything that causes anxiety. We don't have to experience anxiety in life. Inhaling, breathing that health and healing. Expanding into the fingers and toes. Just exhaling, letting go of any behavior, any beliefs, any habits that create that negative, anxious state in your life. With every exhale, allowing the body to enter into a deeper and deeper state of relaxation. And relax. And relax. And relax. And slowly now coming back to the physical body. As we move the fingers and toes. And interlocking the fingers, stretching behind the head, nice full stretch. And hugging the knees close to the chest as we give ourselves a nice big hug. As we turn onto the side, resting the head on the arm, just taking some nice deep breaths here. And then slowly sitting all the way up into seated position, cross-legged position, just keeping the eyes closed, spine tall. Taking some deep breaths, just noticing how you're feeling. As we bring the hands to the heart in prayer, thumbs to the chest, taking some deep breaths into the heart, making the heart connection. Just checking in with your heart center. As we rub the palms together to create some heat. And palm of the eyes, as we bring the energy into the eyes, looking into the space behind the closed eyes, into the Chittakash, the space of consciousness. Maybe even looking into Shambhavi Mudra, into the third eye, the middle of the forehead. Just noticing your lights, colors, patterns. As we bring the hands back to the heart. And thank you all. Namaste. Good, well done everyone, thank you, good work. Good, well done. You did well.